Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. This is a review of episode 3 of Alien Earth called Metamorphosis. Now, this picks up right where the other episode left off, where Joe, Marcy's brother, had been taken away by one of the aliens. Now, she finds Joe, but it's actually a setup by the aliens. Now, this is something I just thought about, is going to come back to. The alien actually, you just used him as a trap to get her there. But when the alien sees her there, he turns around and leaves. I was wondering what that was all about, but now I'm thinking about it. I think it's going to come back to something that's in this episode. You know, they get into this fight with the alien. Marcy does. They get trapped in this elevator, and Joe has to try to get the elevator open. And when he does get the elevator open, Marcy has actually defeated the aliens, or it looks that way. Let's put it that way. But she herself passes out along with Joe. I was kind of surprised that Marcy was able to defeat the xenomorph, but then I thought about it. She's a synthetic creature her own self. Now, they are retrieved by the Weyland Corporation. They take them back to the headquarters. They have the split in half alien body and the eggs. Now, that I was like, wow, they should have studied this. They would have known to leave those eggs where they were at. I was kind of surprised that they do that. Now, the android that was on the ship where this all started at, who inserted these aliens inside these humans, we just named Morrow. We discover him that he's a double agent between another corporation and the Weyland Corporation, and they both want the eggs and they both want the creatures. You know, so he's working against each other for his own benefit. That was an interesting part of the story here. The episode, I was surprised by that. Now, they start doing this operation on one of the alien egg pods, okay? And it's affecting Marcy. Now, I was curious about that. Maybe that goes all the way back at the beginning of this episode, or where the alien saw her and it backed off. I didn't think about that till just now. But every time they did something to the alien, the egg, they took like a fetus out. She was getting affected. She would fall over, hunch down, pass out. Every time they did something to that little fetus alien, they dropped it in some liquid, and she just passed out completely. And that's how it ended. Now, I'm curious about what does that mean? What is the meaning behind that? Why is she passing out from that? Maybe it's the consciousness, because, you know, she was a little girl, and they passed her consciousness onto this android body. So maybe she's part alien. We don't know it. You know, that's just a wild guess, but we'll see. Remember, Alien Earth is shown every Tuesday at 7 o'clock on Hulu/Disney. This is KDS Reviews. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. And throughout the week, we make every type of commentary about Hollywood and movie making. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.